All right, you got a great idea and you want to start pitching it. Watch this video because I'm going to talk about the three things you must have when you're pitching your ideas. Okay, everybody, Stephen Key here at inventRightTV. Oh, and I've got someone really special, a very good friend, a very good, I would say you're more than a friend, Dana. We've known each other for a long time.
2009, I met you.
Yeah, and you just do a remarkable job, and I'm so happy to be working with you. But that's a whole nother thing we need to talk about. But today, I want to talk about something really important. I want to talk about pitching ideas, and I want to talk about the three things you need to pitch an idea. So, what do you think? What do you need to pitch an idea? Because you're on that front line pitching ideas all day long,
Yeah.
right? So, what? Tell me.
Well, I really think that, when I'm reaching out to a company and I say that I have some kind of intellectual property. I mean, that's a big word, intellectual property. That's it's kind of vague, but it's pretty like
Okay.
sounds important. Like I have intellectual property, and that could be in the form of a provisional patent application. It could be in the form
Okay.
of I filed a patent, or I have a design patent,
Okay.
or I have a published patent or a granted patent. But when you kind of
Okay.
say to a company, I have intellectual property, yeah, it's very vague. But you don't ever want to say it if you
Okay.
don't have it. But that's probably something that you want to have, and that company's ears will perk up a little bit when you say, "I have intellectual
Okay.
property."
Yeah, because it says you own something,
Well, and the average
and
inventor probably doesn't know that term, or wouldn't
well,
use
they
it.
might say, hey, well, I think companies today would like for you to own something or at least have perceived ownership because if they're going to spend a lot of money and time, and I think it's important to probably say that up front
Hmm.
pretty,
Hmm.
pretty quickly. Right? I mean, is it something you say at the end of a conversation or at the very beginning of a
I think I kind of
conversation?
mix it in the middle. Like when I'm
Okay.
talking about my product or a client's product, I will mention, their IP and what it is.
Okay.
Sometimes if they just have a provisional patent application or I just have a PPA, I may not say that. I may just leave it at intellectual property because I do have it.
Okay.
I mean, you never want to
Okay.
say something that you don't have, but and it kind of, I'm always a believer. You give them enough information just to make them kind of interested, but you don't give them everything.
Right.
We're talking
Right.
about dating
Okay.
again.
Number
If
two.
anybody's watched our series before, we talk about dating. You don't want to give everything away right away.
You gotta you gotta hook them. You're fishing here, guys. You just don't
You
yank.
gotta make
Okay.
them wonder just a little bit.
Okay. Number two. What else do you need? What's number two?
Number two is I would never, 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 ever, ever start reaching out to companies if I don't have some type of marketing material. Period. The
Oh,
last thing that you ever want to do is get on a call with somebody and they say, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to see what you have." And you don't have anything to show them. And I hear that a lot with inventors who are newer. I've been reaching out and I'm like, "Well, what are you ready to show them?" So be, people that I talk to on the phone. "Oh, well, do you have a sell sheet? Do you have, well, no, no, no. Well, then what are you going to show them?
no.
You have to have something, but not only the sell sheet. I truly believe, and we know this because of the products that we look at through our gateway, that a video says so much more than a sell sheet. So I would say the sell sheet for sure, and then a short demo video. When I
Okay.
say short, under a minute, and we always say minute, minute, minute. Just because we say a
Okay.
minute doesn't mean it has to be a minute. If it can be demonstrated in 30 seconds, demonstrate the product in 30 seconds.
And I think the reason why we don't want to waste their
Right.
time. We don't want to show them an 8 minute video. And they know you're an amateur if you're going to
Yeah.
do
And
that.
there's a big difference between a demo video and a commercial, where if you have a website and you're selling something, yeah, you might want to have people running through the trees and running on the beach and they're happy, happy, happy. Yeah, that is not what you're going to send a company. No. And I can tell you, if they open up a
I,
video and they can look and it's like says 3 minutes, you're done. You're
you're
done.
going to lose
I
them.
mean,
Okay. No, okay, number one, IP. Number two, marketing material. A sell sheet is good. A video is even better. Keep it short. What's the third thing they are going to
The
need?
company is well, I don't, you know what, I have to say that the sell sheet and the video are probably the most important thing that a company needs.
Okay.
I don't know that they need anything else to make an informed decision if they want to move forward or not. But as the inventor of something, you certainly do need that good list of companies.
Oh,
For sure.
okay.
For sure.
Okay. What about a one-line benefit
Oh,
statement?
yeah,
How
there's
important is
that.
that?
But that goes on the sell sheet. So I got a little confused. Sorry about that.
Well, it is. The reason why I'm mentioning that, Dana, is that if you cannot describe the benefit of your idea when you're reaching out to a company, they get that interest because you've talked to me about it when you're calling the company and you're leaving a message and you're leaving that one-line benefit statement of why you need to call me
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. And that's where I believe that that's also a skill that you can learn how to whittle it down to where
Okay.
you're giving your one line benefit statement on a voicemail, email, LinkedIn message in about 5 words. And if you can't get it down to about 5 words, then you need some help to get it down to 5 words. Because I can guarantee you, I have never had a product out of all the products
Yeah.
that we've worked on. I have never had a product that I personally worked on that I could not get that benefit down to 3 to 5 words.
Now, you worked on a project a couple weeks ago, I think we talked about, that the company was interested so fast because of the one-line benefit statement, right? And they were like, we want it. They want it because the benefit was in the one-line benefit statement. They just saw it, they
It was
wanted it.
2 words.
So
It's two
I know
words.
it was. I know. We can't, we're not going to tell
No,
you what
no,
the
no.
two words were
We'll talk
yet.
about it
You
at some
guys,
point in the future.
we'll have that on later. Okay, so everybody, Stephen Key, Dana Knowles, we're talking about pitching your ideas. What are the three things that you're going to need to pitch an idea? We're going to do another video and we're going to talk about the other three things you're going to need as well. So thank you for watching InventRight TV. And please subscribe down below. You guys, I cannot say this enough. We need for you to subscribe down below, and I'll tell you the reason why. We want to bring on some guests that can help you on your journey to give you great information. And the larger we grow, the bigger the guests, more information I can bring to you. So please subscribe down below, get that button, and I'll see you next time. This is Stephen Key and Dana Knowles from inventRight TV. Okay, you've got a great idea, but you're not quite sure exactly what to do, and you want the pros to do it, and you want the pros to do all of it, please consider reaching out to us on Gateway, where we handle everything for you. We will find those right companies, we'll find those right people, and make sure your product is pitched correctly to get the licensing deal. It's called Gateway. Please check it out.